Hello, it's Katrina at the Sewing Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make the next row on our Jubilee quilt, and this row is called the Seminole block, and I'm going to show you how to make this because you make it on point. So as you can see on the quilt behind me, I've got the navy at the bottom, I've got white in the middle, and I've got red above. Now I've made this with a different size in the centre, but you can make it the same as the other two if you wish. But for today, I'm going to show you how to make this one because I quite like the idea of the thinner line going through the middle. So you need 2.5 inch strip of the red and a 2.5 inch strip of the blue, and the white is 1 3/4, and I've done these the length or the width of a bolt, and you need 2 of these in order to do a quilt the size that this one is. And as I said at the beginning, our rows are the width of a bolt, so approximately 40 inches. And with this you are going to cut a 45-degree angle, but you're going to cut a different angle from the opposite end, so that all sounds really confusing. So what do I mean by that? So I will just show you what we do. So I'm going to keep the red fabric at the top. I'm going to place my ruler with a 45-degree angle. I'm going to place that at the bottom of the quilt. So I come from my good fabric to the bottom, and I'm going to do a 45-degree cut. So some people think this is a little bit wasteful, but it gives you a beautiful effect and it saves you so much time doing it this way because it's giving you the effect of an on point. So now I'm going to lay my other ruler, and my 2.5 inch line is where I've just made my first cut, and I'm going to continue to make my cuts 2.5 inches wide. So not too many measurements. You've got 2.5 inches red and blue, and then 2.5 inch cuts here at 45 degrees. And I would continue until I'd cut the whole piece. So I'll just cut those for now. So they're all going in one direction. Just move this out the way. Now, what we do is, in order to form this shape, we need 45 degrees from the opposite end. So we're still keeping our red on top as we did the first time round. I'm going to place my ruler, my 45-degree line here. And this is a bit more tricky because I'm going to cut with the other hand, but in a minute I'm going to turn it round so I can use my other hand. So that's my angle that I've got cut. So as you can see here, let me just show you like this, it's going the opposite way to this one. So to make it easy to cut, I'm now going to turn it around so I can place my ruler on it. Now I know I've got the right angle. I can place my ruler on it and cut the 2.5 inches. That's enough for today, and I'll just show you how we join these up. So we've got them from 2 different angles. So this is how they're going to go together to create this block. And what I should have said to you was, when you've got your strips joined together, make sure that you're pressing your seams in on one piece and out on the other piece. And that's really important because now we're going to be able to butt our seams together. So we're going to join these two pieces, which are going to create this. And if I turn it over, you can see that I've got my seams going opposite ways. So that makes life easier when you want to butt your seams together. So I'm just going to push those together like that. And I'm going to pop a pin in. And the same at the other side. And because we've cut this on the bias, it is a little bit stretchy, so you will need to just take a bit more care when you butt your seams together. So I'm going to do that in pairs. And I'm going to go to the machine and I'm going to sew those together. So I'm using 1/4 inch seam. So if I show you on this camera, you can see that we've joined those together. And then our next piece is going to go here like this. And then we'll have another pair like that. So I'm just going to sew all of those together to show you what I mean. I'm just lifting the foot because it's just caught that little bit of seam. So you can see on here how that's joining together. So I'm just going to carry on and sew a couple more, and then I'm going to go over to the iron and give it a good press. So now I'm going to give it a good press and we're going to trim this back. I'm just going to set the seams because, as I said earlier, being on the bias, it does stretch a little bit. And now we're going to trim it up so it looks like this piece. So I'm going to turn it round and I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just going to lay it along where all the points go down and just cut it straight across. And there we have our Seminole row for our quilt. So you would just keep doing that for as long as you need your row to be, as on the quilt behind me. And if you wanted to make it the same size as I've made it, you will need 2 complete rows. So you will need, as I said at the beginning, your red, your blue and your white will need to be the width of a bolt, and you will need 2 of those. So as always, make it your own, have fun, and I look forward to seeing you here in the sewing studio the next time.